Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of our weekly update series on Extended Server with Crytek New Horizons. This is episode number 17, I think. And yeah, quite a few things changed around our base. I also upgraded to the beta version of the 2.7 update since my NEI was kind of broken. I mean, it still is kind of broken. The bug I was getting, I tried to fix by upgrading, was not really fixed in the meantime, but that's fine because by doing that, we got a bunch of new features and cool new multi-blocks that we'll be taking a look at as the series goes on. But yeah, let's start. Let's start with the upgrades. So, since we are here in our power building, uh, yeah, I basically doubled our power, added another large gas turbine and another large combustion engine. This actually uses a large turbine. This one uses a normal one. Basically, because when I crafted this one, di- I I basically couldn't craft this one because this requires tungsten steel, and I didn't have any at the time. But now we do. So yeah, whenever the bottom one breaks, I'll replace it with a large one as well. Yeah, I also crafted here the stuff of traveling, so we can now more quickly move around the base. I still don't have wireless for this, so it's a little bit annoying at the moment. But I'll have to deal with this pretty soon, I guess. Since I don't really want to keep charging this. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying. But yeah, let's go here to our chemical area. I added this chemical reactors here and this mixer. This is basically to make yeah, advanced glue. I don't know why I thought it was super glue. I think super glue is the next next one. But yeah, this is advanced glue. This is basically made using this polyvinyl acetate, which is made of vinyl acetate. Very much like how PVC works. It's pretty similar. And we also need methyl acetate. And this is crafted using acetic acid and methanol. We didn't really have methanol before, so I went with the creative route. I guess it's the creative route. Because usually you would craft methanol this way, or maybe even this way, or maybe just distilling it. It's also an option. But I went with a more fun way, which is to use algae. I don't really know how that's pronounced in English. But yeah, basically I got this setup here, which takes our green algae biomass, turns it into some fiber stuff, and when we extract this fiber stuff, we get our methanol, which is pretty cool, pretty cool. And yeah, more machines, as you guys can see, more auto crafting machines. I've been moving some stuff from downstairs. But yeah, there's still a ton of machines I need to move, so yeah, that's still in progress, I guess. I also crafted these two industrial material presses for, of course, the plates and the molds. Reason for that is basically we could already craft this, so this was pretty easy to craft. But yeah, I wanted to add the double plates and the dense plates to here, so we could add some stuff to our autocrafting. I think it was the compressed chests. The compressed chests use a lot of the denser plates. So instead of just adding more bending machines, which are also slow, I just decided to go for the material press. And the same for the forming press as well. Yeah, basically we were always without the supplied energy 6 presses, so I just crafted this one for that. And yeah, and here we have the lathe. This is actually one of the newer multiple box from this version. So yeah, I don't really have anything interesting here right now, but since this is an EV machine, I thought why not craft it right now. So yeah, that's basically what I did. This at this level it does 12 parallels, and it has a little bit of a speed boost, so it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice actually. Um, and yeah, that was basically it. I'm not sure if I had the tungsten line here before. Actually, yeah, I don't think I had the tungsten line here last week. So I guess I'll just show you guys. This is not really the complete tungsten line because we can get tungsten from scheelite and from tungstate. This is just the scheelite part. The tungsten, the tungstate part will basically get us scheelite, so we can just feed it into here. But for now, I'm not really using tungstate because it's an additional process. But eventually, we'll add it here somehow. So yeah, the way this works is we basically input some hydrochloric and our scheelite. This gets us, yeah, both of these. The calcium chloride goes to, oh, hmm, why is it not filtered? Oh, but yeah, I don't think this was from Bartwords before. They probably changed something, I guess. So yeah, that's not the right item. And of course, another thing in this version, more multiple blocks have sounds, which I think it's a welcome addition. I like the sounds. Most of the time they are pretty loud, but I like them. But yeah, basically, the tungstic acid goes into the blast furnace for this trioxide, and we then use this recipe to get the tungsten dust. There's also an alternative recipe for hot tungsten directly, but I'm not using that. I think this is to cut down the time because this is 400 for 2. But if I decide to go through the usual way, which is, I mean, let's say this one, it's almost 10 minutes for a single ingot. So that's a long time. So we can really cut down the time with that. There's also, of course, using Ornesen or the Xenon. These are both faster than this way. I mean, this is the same time, but the Ornesen is faster. But yeah, we don't really have that, and we'll probably will not have that for a long time to come. So yeah, and look, it's raining. But yeah, time to come downstairs now. In here, I mean, there are a few things that changed, but mostly just cleaning up. Mostly just clean up. So I think we can start from this side. Blast furnace and some of these machines were upgraded, so this now runs fast. Basically, I got a lot of rutile. I basically spent this entire week processing resources, mainly through the blast furnace, which, yeah, we should get another one. I'd say we should get another one pretty soon, but I still haven't really done that. But probably for next week we'll add another blast furnace. But yeah, I processed, as you guys can see, loads of titanium because of that. Bunch of steel, bunch of aluminium. I guess some stainless steel, a bunch of tungsten steel as well. I have a lot of tungsten here to process, or I mean that I can use. Yeah, also some platinum. But yeah, and I still have here a bunch of stuff I want to process. So this is basically our queue. I'm processing now some HSSG, which we'll be using for the coils, but I don't think we can get the coils because they require the IV, I think. And they require IV assembler, we don't have that yet. But yeah, as you guys can see, the new sound's pretty cool. A bit too loud, but that's the same with all of the Tech blocks, so just another day on the job, I guess. And yeah, I've been also getting some Quicksilver for our infusion altar. I wanted to get finally the portable hole, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to get this soon because the stability. And I also been trying to get, or I'm now trying to get Applied Energy 6 to work with this to store the ascension, the cells, and so on. But I still, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I still need to look into that. So yeah. And of course the wireless. I've also the wireless terminal pinned here. Um, so yeah, I'm also looking into this one, but this might take a little bit more time than I'd like. And what I really preferred to get would be of course, the universal terminal. But I already know that this one will probably be very, very hard to get. Because there are a bunch of terminals here that are new or that are not really that used. So they end up being very, very expensive. But yeah, moving on. I was getting off track. Yeah, no new machines here, but here we have our algae farm, which also has sounds. No sounds right now, but it does have sounds. Pretty cool fishing sounds, I guess. Not really fishing, but oh, this is 60 seconds now. This was 30 seconds before. What happened? Why is it? This was not since the update because I built. I'm pretty sure I built the algae farm before I updated. No. Yeah, I think I built it before I upgraded. I'm not sure really why this got nerfed. Oh, there we go. Now it's 30 seconds. I don't know why it was 60 seconds there. Maybe when we get the golden brown algae. Because this is kind of rare at this stage. So maybe when we get this, it is slower. Not really sure. But yeah, we have here our algae. These are also pretty upgraded barrels. So as you guys can see, I really like my barrels. I'll be honest with you guys. I prefer the barrels to the drawers. I never really liked the drawers as much as the barrels. One of the reasons why is because we can store a bunch of more stuff in the barrels. Not really sure how it is configured the drawers in this GTNH version, but yeah, for the barrels we can store like a bunch. Like this one down here, this is only structural upgrade level 4. I think there are 9 structural upgrades we can use, and this can store 57,000, which by GTNH standards is not really that much, but it's still a lot. It's still a lot of items, and of course, the reason why we don't have any green algae, it's because that's the one we are using for the methanol, right? And yeah, our plan is to also use this yellow one down here for methane. That is also something else I'll need to look into. Where's methane? Okay, there we go. Yeah, using the chemical plant and distilled water, we can get methane. And the main goal of this is to then convert the methane into hydrogen. So yeah, because when we run most of the stuff in our base that uses hydrogen, mostly the ammonia, we're not really able to keep up with the hydrogen demand right now. Our only source of hydrogen is this saltwater here, which we'll have to upgrade soon. But yeah, it's not really enough if the ammonia starts going full blast. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And yeah, let's just wrap this up. I spent too much time talking about the algae farms, but yeah, as you guys know, I'm a yapper. So yeah, from here, as you guys can see, our LCR for sulfuric acid is gone. So we just have our little setup for the ruby. Yeah, this here is also gone, but I think that was gone last week. This chemical reactor here for the acetic acid is also gone. Our setup for the iron 3 chloride and nitrogen is also gone. I thought this was gone last week, but instead we have here a new setup. This is for the ilmenite processing, and this is basically how we got so many rutile, or at least one of the ways. We still have a bunch here to process, as you guys can see. This isn't really stopping getting us resources. And yeah, the way this works is basically one crush gives us 2 rutile, which is a lot. And we can get a few extra goodies by basically this is full loop, this is recyclable. We get the extra iron and the oxygen as well, but I think I'm pretty sure I'm just flooding the oxygen. We don't really care about the oxygen. And this is this also gives the ilmenite slag, which gives us more iron. The tantalum is pretty useful. I was actually going to mine specifically for tantalum, but luckily we can get it from here. So I've been getting a lot. There's like 1,000 in here, so that's pretty good. The polyethylene setup is also gone, but I think that was gone the last week as well. And yeah, I also upgraded our distillation tower since we are using more oil now, since we have the diesel engines. This is also full. I'm pretty sure I emptied this up like a few days ago. So it's a bit surprising to see this full already, but that's fine. This has a void upgrade, so that's fine. And yeah, on this side, not much changed. I mean, kind of. Our setup for the silicon rubber is now gone. It's down, is upstairs, but I think that was gone last week as well. And our oil cracking for the bauxite slurry is also gone, and it was replaced by a fluid heater in this version. Let's see. Yeah. Now this is now a fluid heater. Before this was a oil cracker recipe, but yeah, it was changed in this version. So I changed it here as well. And this is also one of the ways we can use to get more rutile. Just process the bauxite using the slurry. Let's see if I can find the recipe again. It's the mixer one. Yep, this one. This gives us the slurry. Goes to this large chemical reactor. I'm just finding the sludge juice, but we can use this to get some extra stuff, I guess. But yeah, this gives us a lot of alumina, which I'm just electrolyzing down to aluminum. The calcite and the sodium carbonate, we don't really care. Most important stuff is the bauxite slurry, bauxite slag, in this case, which gives us rutile. But also it gives us gallium, which is pretty useful and pretty rare at this stage in the game. And also silicon dioxide, which might not seem very interesting, but we are doing the processing with the magnesium to get the raw silicon out. And also we are also doing this one to get the oxygen out. So the magnesium just whoops, and we are able to get um, silicon because we don't really have any other way to get silicon. So that's kind of important, and that's the setup we have here. So this has been here for a long time, but I just wanted to mention that. I thought that would be important. But yeah, that's it for today. Also, I have here this big column. These are the resources I've been getting. Basically, I went to, let's see, I didn't mention this, but I can actually already start crafting IV machines. This is already open up. But I've gone to Mars, got most of these resources. Not, I just didn't get any dash because I didn't mine any dash vein. But yeah, I went to Mars and I went to Phobos, which is now where where the miners at. And yeah, I also mine a vein in the moon, and that's how we got most of our ilmenite and our bauxite that we processed for rutile to get all of our titanium. So yeah, compared to the first let's play or playthrough I did of GTNH, this is a huge improvement because I remember I didn't really have much titanium when I played that time, and by using these two processes that I'm pretty sure were available, at least the ilmenite one, yeah, this made made a lot more stuff easier. So I highly recommend doing that when playing. But yeah, video is getting pretty long, so that's it for me. If you guys have enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys next week. Bye bye.